How did it come to this? They told me that ignorance is bliss, but I say that complacency is a miss, and ignoring sin is a mistake I wish I had not made. And yet, here I am, crying out that I am still a sinner and that no one can save me. Sometimes I wish that life had a delete button, a quick fix to forget failures, for forgiveness sometimes feels so far away, for as high as the heavens are from the earth, as far as the east is from the west, so far have I fallen short of perfection. And just like a game of limbo, inevitably every time is the sound of a thud on the floor. Again and again and again, as though I'm stuck in this limbo of my failures. For the height of the passing bar is just too small, and the walls of sin in my life are just too tall for there to be any reconciliation between the perfection of God and the imperfection of me. Because there's no way that I can be perfect as God is perfect. And so I'm standing here struggling with this indelible impression of insurmountable insufficiency. Because my heart is wicked and deceitful, and yet I can't deceive myself into thinking that I'm good enough. The sad truth is that life has no delete button. There's no Control-Alt-Delete to reset things. There's no way to undo screw-ups and screwed-up relationships. No space to go back. No room to fall flat. And what even is redemption? Sometimes I feel like forgiveness is just something for the spiritual upper class, who have no real problems or real issues, who don't struggle with OCD or kleptomania, with eating disorders or body image, with sexual addiction or breaking boundaries, with depression or suicide. How can God forgive people with so messed up issues? How can God forgive me? I don't feel worthy enough to be made holy, and every time I try, I just keep tripping over myself. And I know that God says that His grace is sufficient for me in my deficiencies, but in the moment of my weaknesses, I just feel unforgivable. And I know that God tells me that all I have to do is look to the cross, but then why is it that I'm still so lost? Why is it that I'm still a slave to my sin? Why is it that I'm still chained to my habits and my history? Why is it that this guilt is controlling me? God, I know you say that the work you're working in my life is beautiful, and that the pain of being chiseled out of the sin that I have is something that I can endure, and that if I wage a war against my flesh, it's being faithful, and that even with my flaws, I'm still lovable. But that doesn't tell me anything about why. Why can't I be free to be who I'm supposed to be? Why can't I see this mystery behind the things you're controlling? Why do you break me just to make me depend on you alone? Why? God, why? Can't you see that I'm breaking inside, crumbling inside, dying inside, losing this fight? God, I just can't do this anymore. And yet, here I am, crying out that I am still a sinner. God, please save me. Thank you.